Previously on Onboard Lifestyle, Basic limps back to anchor outside of Shelter Bay to regroup after our rogue electrical gremlin once again came out to play. The crew finds a temporary workaround
We turn the keys to the off position.
and makes the decision to push on to Buenaventura. This quiet anchorage was exactly what we needed to prepare mentally and physically for the major upcoming passage. Let's pick up our story bright and early the next morning as the determined crew hauls Basic's anchor.
Our float plan is to leave Buenaventura and run line the 600 plus nautical miles to the Cayman Islands. Our original plan was to sail to San Andreas, Colombia, to Providencia, the Cayman Islands, then northwest between the Yucatan Peninsula and Cuba. But with recent piracy activity just north of Providencia, we decided to stay further offshore to lessen our risk and proceed straight to the Cayman Islands. The wind angle will be tight, but Basic performs well close hauled. We only have 70 gallons of diesel tankage on board, so Basic will sail the majority of the way and only rely on engines occasionally to hold pace, angle, or battery maintenance.
It just shut down. There's nothing. I've been trying.
Hold on. Let me try it.
Jesus, I guess I can go wrong.
Yeah. It's gonna go on.
No, you can go this way, remember?
Okay, let me go reset it. To right, correct? Okay, it is powering down, and now the Raymarine logo is up. Axiom's coming on. Okay, the SD card is still out at this point. I just leave it out until we have a functioning chart plotter. Is that the idea? Okay. Now the information on that SD card is just charts, or is there charts and files as well? Okay. Okay, it's going to Lighthouse now. Okay, I have my main screen now, and I'm selecting my chart plotter to see if I have activity here, and it's actually functioning with touch now, and I have my chart, and it has my history on here as well. Okay, that's it. Okay, now I have to put the SD card back in. Do I power the unit off for that, or just slide it in place? Okay, thank you. What was your name? Tim, thank you so much. If this happens again, do we do that same process or call back to tech support and walk it through? Okay, we will. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Wow. Tim knows his stuff.
Yes, he does. I'm telling you. This proves why we love Raymarine.
Wow. I mean, look at this. We went from, again, another discouraging moment to just elation and just with one swipe.
Five swipes.
5 swipes, sorry.
Slowly.
Okay, but let's keep moving. We're going. We lost a little bit of our track here, but we're up and running.
But look at what we did. We found a backup, which was my phone for AIS.
Yep.
Your phone for
Avionics. Yeah, we can make it.
But it's the shipping lane.
Yes. The downside to it is all these thunder cells around us and all the ship traffic. We have the ship traffic information through Starlink. We have basic charts through Avionics through Starlink, but we didn't have radar. We couldn't get radar, and that is so important on a passage like this, to see traffic, to see a boat that doesn't have AIS, to see a thunderstorm coming at us. So yeah, no, that's awesome.
Now
awesome.
You can breathe. Oh my God. I feel like we've had I swear, I don't even know how to say it. It's like, it's extreme highs, extreme lows. That's cruising for you.
Over the next few days, it was all about getting into a routine that works for our newly short-handed crew. Long passages are somewhat monotonous, with a never-changing horizon that looks the same hour after hour, day after day. You look forward to any distraction that looks different. Something as simple as a tiny bird can easily be the highlight of your entire day.
Good morning. It is now day 4 out to sea, and I think that this was the most nerve-wracking passage was last night, because we were going through Pirate Alley.
Okay, I'm going to turn the camera on for a moment here. Then it goes right back off because we're running in the dark right now. We're heading across the Nicaraguan rise, and we timed this for nighttime, so nobody could see us. And you know, we're plenty far offshore, but just one more added precaution. We've turned off running lights, chart plotters off, everything's covered up. We have the covers on the autopilot. We've got everything off, even our cell phones, no lights at all. We're running as dark as we can, and just a little added protection. We don't want to be seen at all tonight. Engines obviously are off, and we're sailing along at a couple knots. And we should be through this about by daybreak, so it's good timing for us. Well, enough said, let's get this camera off. Don't want the light. Pirate Alley. We did it in the dark. We turned off all our lights, AIS, and we're home free. We stayed 185 miles off the coast of Nicaragua. The Nicaraguan Rise is a wide, triangular ridge that extends from Honduras and Nicaragua to Hispaniola, bearing the island of Jamaica and separating the Cayman Basin from the Columbia Basin. The Caribbean Safety and Security Net recognizes this region as a piracy hotspot and has reported multiple incidents recently, with the majority of the activity 150 nautical miles or less from the Honduras-Nicaraguan coastline.
We saw a couple of container ships, but aside from that, we didn't see anything.
One cruise ship I saw.
One cruise ship. Was it a cruise ship?
I saw one, yeah, last night.
It was something bright, looked like a city, so could have been. Okay, so it's my shift, and this is a little new for me because we are completely dark, which means I know what my heading is, but I also can't see out aside from what I can see, which is really nothing. Anyways, aside from that, you know, it's just kind of, it's just...
I know, it's weird. It's
a weird feeling.
This is a long passage, first of all. It's one of our longest ones we've done in a long time.
We have another day and a half to go.
Yeah, so we have a total of, 6 days out.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's just weird because we usually, we don't ever want to be suspicious of anybody coming up.
But you have to be.
You have to be on this run. There was a couple of instances in the past couple months, so we tried to steer clear of those areas along the Nicaraguan Honduras coastline. I swear to God, I feel like my mind's playing tricks on me because I keep hearing things. I don't see anything out there. We know that we can't outrun God anything at this point. And at the same time, it's like trying to be as best prepared as we can be. And yeah, we did have a backup plan.
That's right. It sat on the table.
Yeah. You know, it's hard because, you know, we don't have any firearms on board. So you just have to do what you have to do. And also it's new for us now getting back into the groove of sailing without a third crew member because, man, having that third one, Emma, was just a rock star when it came to night watches. And now it's just Teal and I doing 3 on 3 off, 2 on 2 off.
I don't think either one of us is getting much sleep tonight. We're running shifts. All it means is one's on lookout and one's at the helm. I'm just scanning the horizon looking for any lights. Usually you see a little like LED lamp on a ponga. I mean, we're 180 some miles offshore right now. And we saw some during the day already, but I keep thinking I'm seeing something out there, but my mind and my eyes are playing tricks on me. But this is the reality right now.
It works, but it's much better with one more person.
Yeah, and right now...
You hear that, Emma? You hear that, Emma?
Yeah, we hear you.
Right now the systems are okay. We're just sailing at, 5.5, 6 knots.
Yeah.
It was not what we thought. We thought we would get a lot more easterly winds.
Yeah, it's been pretty tight to the wind. We've been doing a northeast wind, and we're going basically north. So we're close hauled right now, and we've been this whole trip.
But every time you get a little bit of a jump, oh man, this boat scoots.
Yeah.
But hasn't been scooting as fast as I would like.
Yeah, so we're going too steep into it right now. But at least we're making ground. We're clicking off those latitudes. This is a total of, we're going 10 latitudes north. We're starting at latitude 9. And when we get to Caymans, it'll be latitude 19.
So that can't come soon enough. So today is just kind of cleaning up, because it's amazing how much of a mess you do for doing nothing.
Yeah, and we've been kind of lucky weather-wise. It's pretty unpredictable. The trades are predictable, but there's little systems that have been passing us on and off. We'll got a couple of rain squalls when we're still down towards Panama.
Yeah, we're definitely not in the tropical rainforest kind of feel anymore.
No, it's
a lot more, it's cooler in the evenings, which is really nice. And then, we're not getting the squalls aside from that first night.
Yeah.
We had that squall. Aside from that, no rain and kind of blue skies and nobody around us. So it's been kind of nice.
You hear the sails. They're cut tight to the wind right now. They're reefed in as tight as we can.
At least we're clicking along.
Yep.
Not much.
6.9 knots.
Yeah. Anyway, so day 4 is in the books. Almost in the books. Okay, so what's going on?
Just fabulous times on the high seas.
Oh man.
Well, one thing I've learned, that if life didn't have challenges,
then it would be easy sailing, right?
Smooth sailing. Okay, here's where we stand. Systems. We thought, okay, this is great. We got everything figured out. Our alternator charging issue, we were tricking it.
to work. Obviously tricking it wasn't the right thing to do, because we have some major stuff going on now. We've been sailing all day long. We're just kind of getting ready for evening. We're going to probably motor sail on one engine through the night. So I was firing up each engine just to do a quick test, make sure we had water. I checked the oil, everything looks great. But our port engine, once again, the one with the fried alternator, didn't kick on. So start digging around and I find a ground wire that is melted, absolutely melted. I'm just checking parts and pieces to see what I have here. Just because I replace it doesn't mean we fix the issue. Our starboard engine is still working fine. It's independent of this one, but why is this one having such issues? Why did our alternator seize? Why did we just fry some wires? Why is it not starting? Well, I'm starting to figure things out. That starting battery now is fried also. It's reading 0. It worked yesterday, multiple times. I mean, we had it on and off a couple times. Worked fine. So our only option right now is I'm getting bits and pieces. We're still sailing, we're fine.
We're just sailing really slow. It's only, I mean, we're dropped down to 3 knots.
Yeah, there's a little doldrum behind Jamaica here that the wind's supposed to die off for the next 50 miles. We thought it'd be good timing to just kick on an engine and power through it a little bit. But I think now it's time to maybe not even start these engines and sail the rest of the way without running anything. Maybe the starboard engine, but until we figure out what's going on here, it's going to be dangerous. We'll get in to Cayman and grab a mooring ball before we start stripping all the bits and pieces out and figuring things out once again. But look at this, we made it 600 miles, so...
Almost.
Yeah, by the time we get there, it'll be 600 miles. And we're a little bit closer, but...
Still got 1,000 left to go.
I know, another little hiccup.
So, I think a lot of this is actually lightning
Related.
That's what I'm thinking. Everybody that we've talked to that has, you know, had lightning strikes around them ends up finding little gremlins later on. Doesn't creep up right away, but it does.
No, and that totally makes sense. There was a huge electrical season this last year in Panama, and we were smack dab in the middle of it. There's an alarm going off somewhere in the marina. I just saw a strike right inside the marina, so I'm wondering if the boat got hit. I don't see any of the grounds crew rushing around, but another few minutes I'm going to go wander around out there and see if anybody needs any help. I'm just going to wait for this cell to get by us. It's just a little bit dangerous out there right now. It's striking all around us. There goes the alarm. I think that's the marina's alarm. This is just nuts tonight. Absolutely crazy. So we could have just, you know, maybe that wire was damaged because it was a grounding wire. Think about that. That was a grounding wire. We could have had a hit on the water. It back charged, fried our grounding wire. That in turn has fried our battery and our.
But the battery was working yesterday, so that's just kind of.
Okay, but that the wire itself is fried, so it was maybe an intermittent connection, and it just finally, I don't know. But I think the battery situation is different. I think because we tricked our system by turning our keys off, now we're not charging our starting battery when we're running the engine. I think that's totally separate and why that one's dead. And we ran it until the battery died. We didn't know it. We turned the engine off this morning and it won't start because there's no juice in it. But that's the least we're worried about. Battery's easy. The rest of this, trying to figure it out, is a little more difficult. But yeah, lightning's starting to make me wonder for sure.
Man ho! After 6 nights.
No, 5 days, 5 nights.
Are you sure?
I just did the math.
Okay.
120
Seems like it's a lot more.
I know. In 35 minutes, it'll be 120 hours to do this trip.
Yes. So
638 miles.
That's a lot. This is our longest passage yet, and basically, aside from everything and anything that could happen out here, happened. It was a nice passage.
Yeah. It was okay.
It was challenging.
That's exactly the word I was going to say. It was a challenging passage. In retrospect, I'm proud of making it through with smiles on our faces.
Barely. But otherwise, yeah, I'm actually, it's a good feeling. It's a really nice feeling actually to be able to say that we did this, and with one crew member down,
one engine down, with a sorted charging system.
Weather wasn't.
Yeah.
Whatever was predicted did not happen.
Yeah, we were looking for a little bit lighter reach all the way up here, but we were close hauled the entire way.
It was challenging. We realize now we have electrical issues, which we can fix.
Yeah.
And then what else?
Just maintenance. There's a lot of little things.
Our chart plotter went down. Our radar went down. We were able to troubleshoot the chart plotter. We weren't with the radar.
And everything is still pointing back to
electrical lightning issues.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, but our rigging is great. We had to do a little fine tuning, obviously, because we really kind of worked it.
This stretched out that synthetic line for sure. So we'll give a quick tune while we're here. But overall, felt real safe. Feel good about that. We gave the sails a workout. You know, we broke a few things here and there, nothing major.
Yeah.
But
we're here. We called into the Grand Cayman's port captain. And they are having us go and pull up on a mooring ball, and then they'll give us instructions on how to check in and everything. But otherwise, we made it in one piece. I mean, we did. Basik did not, but she'll be fine after a little love.
This was a good shakedown for sure.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Onboard Lifestyle. A huge thanks goes out to our amazing patrons, whose generous support drives the production of our videos. Join our crew if you can. This was a milestone passage for Basik. Over 600 nautical miles with limited power, failing electronics, and a determined crew that had to navigate through known pirate-active waters, all while diagnosing our onboard electrical problem. Come back next week as the crew takes on the task to repair Basik's damaged grounding harness on a mooring in British territory of the Grand Cayman Islands. See you then!